Over J-Term, I traveled to France as a part of Father Safferni's J-Term Communio course. Our objective was to explore the ancient concept of communio and how it is lived out in Norbertine communities around the world. After the long flight to the Charles de Gaulle airport in France, I was surprised by just how many people were smoking. I thought it was just a stereotype, but I inhaled more secondhand smoke in my first hour at the Paris airport than I have in my entire life in the States. After being in Wisconsin for a couple bleak winter months, I have never been more grateful for the color green. The following day, Father Dominique Marie gave us a tour of the abbey. The community was founded in 1202, and the site has been inhabited by religious communities ever since, with the exception of the expulsion of religious orders during the French Revolution. The current church was built in the early 1700s during the reign of Louis XIV, and it barely survived the French Revolution as a parish church, although all Norbertines were expelled from the country and fled to Belgium. People can still see the shrapnel marks on the walls left over from D-Day. We discussed the rigors of monastic life. For these Norbertines, sacrifice is in their bones. Century after century, these canons have been practicing how to live a good life. Every one of them has taken 3 sacred vows: poverty, chastity, and obedience. Their days are ordered from the sun's rising to its setting. They can't choose what they wear or where they get to sit at the refectory for dinner. They can't get married or have children. They can't own property or have anything of their own in general. But the Norbertines can choose to accept what is asked of them with great joy, and they do. Theologians, archivists, librarians, nurses, engineers, cooks, prison chaplains, and social workers. They care for the poor, care for dozens of historic parishes in their communities, and live full and fulfilling lives, all while wearing the white habit of their order. As the days wore on, we traveled to the Normandy beaches, Mont Saint-Michel, Bayeux, and many other places of historical and cultural significance. Perhaps most meaningful of these was our visit to the site where the order began, at Prémontré. Nearly 1,000 years ago, the Bishop of Lyon gave Saint Norbert a plot of land in Normandy and told him to start a religious community there. That site, called Prémontré, was the central hub of the Norbertine order for almost 7 centuries, until its suppression and confiscation during the French Revolution. After the Revolution, the site was sold to a man who demolished several buildings. Those that remained were eventually converted into an asylum in the 19th century. Hardly anything remains of the original abbey, which dates back to the 12th century, but 3 large buildings of the 17th and 18th century remain, one of which is still used as a church and is dedicated to St. Norbert. Most of the site is in use as a psychiatric hospital, which was founded in 1867. I am grateful to be home and grateful to have had the experiences I've been blessed with. I am grateful for all the friends and family who have welcomed me home, and I am grateful for the happiness they bring me every day. If this trip has taught me anything, it's patience. Patience with slow Wi-Fi, and patience with myself and others. Most of the time, the best thing you can do is be good to the people who love you, and the rest will come in time.